Hi, my name is Dana. I'm the founder of Clean Cuisine. Clean Cuisine is not a diet or any of those fad diets around Dubai. It's actually healthy meals designed specially for anyone that wants to maintain his health and live a healthy lifestyle without having to bother to cook. And it will benefit a lot people that suffer from diabetes, insulin resistance, high cholesterol, obesity, and it will work perfectly for athletes and any fitness junkie because of the quality of the food. What makes Clean Cuisine different than any diets here, especially in Dubai, our food are cooked daily, fresh. We don't use any processed stuff. We don't use any wheat or gluten. We don't use any salt. What I mean by salt, like table salt or any high sodium. We don't use oil. We don't cook with any oil. Everything is on this side. We use olive oil and good healthy fats all on the side. All the food is marinated and cooked with fresh herbs and antioxidants, which gives the food a lot of flavor without having to add the butter and the oil and all that stuff. The Clean Cuisine's food is high in protein, and we only use lean protein like egg whites, chicken breast, turkey breast, a lot of fish, salmon, tuna steaks, and even we use beef, but only beef tenderloin. We don't use any lamb or duck, any fattening food. And the carbs we use are all low GI carbs. And what I mean with low GI carbs, they don't spike your insulin levels. So I use sweet potatoes, quinoa, brown rice. We use some amaranth. We use gluten-free wraps. So I don't use anything with wheat or gluten, like those processed breads or processed pastas, any of that. And we use only green leafy vegetables, which are like high in iron. And I don't use any sugar. Even if we want a sweet stuff, we use stevia, which is a natural sweetener, or we use honey or agave syrup. People forget that exercise and training, of course, is very important, and they work hand in hand with nutrition. But nutrition counts for 80%, and training counts for only 20%. So even if you train like a freak and you try all that and your food is not good, you're not balancing yourself. So many women I know, because I'm as a personal trainer, so many of my clients are like, but Dana, we're training 6 times a week and we're eating healthy, but I don't see any results. And I ask them, what do you mean by healthy? They're like, you know, I eat low-fat muffin, I have just a salad for lunch. They don't understand the concept of eating healthy. They think by eating less food, they're actually benefiting their body. Clean Cuisine's concept, it shows how you have to eat regularly, every 2 to 4 hours, okay? Small portions, but the right amount of food. And what I mean by the right amount of food, especially for people that train, they need a balance between their protein, their carbs, and their fat. So many people cut out carbs thinking they're gonna lose weight, and they never have energy to train. Some people cut out their protein because they wanna go whatever diet, and some people cut out their fat completely. So Clean Cuisine is balanced in all that. Well, I'll tell you first thing, everything needs time to adapt, and everybody is different than the other. I was a junkie myself before. I used to live on pizzas. I'm a chocoholic. I used to eat a lot of chocolate till I was diagnosed that I was insulin resistant. So everything really takes time. It's a habit. You know, like people that quit smoking, like people that quit drinking, it's a matter of time. With Clean Cuisine, with what I've seen with my existing clients, some people take between 3 to 4 weeks, some people even more, some people even less. Depends how your body, you know, anybody that goes on a special diet, they always see results because you're actually shocking your body. And you want like a specific time. It's not, because Clean Cuisine is not a diet, but so many of my clients saw results immediately. First, so many people realized that they're not bloated anymore. So many people saw that they have a lot of energy. So many people are sleeping better. So many of my clients, their skin is better. So many people are not retaining water anymore. Some people their fat is dropping very quickly, especially if they train. If you mix Clean Cuisine and training, you will realize that your fat level will drop and your lean muscle will increase, you know, which is the most important thing. And anyways, you avoid any kind of disease like diabetes or high blood pressure. And you know, health starts when you're younger. One of my first small projects was with the first UFC camp here in Dubai. One of the Nogueira brothers, Rodrigo Nogueira, I sponsored his food for about a week just before his big fight. And now one of my most exciting projects, I'm sponsoring the sniper Munir Laziz from Desert Force. He's been on Clean Cuisine's diet the past 3 weeks. Even during Ramadan, he's still following Clean Cuisine's diet. What I did with Munir is it's a bit different because their food has to be measured to the dot with the grams and everything. You have to measure everything according to their body fat, their, you know, their body weight and all that. Everything has to be measured. Munir eats a lot, so, but I'm trying to keep his diet dairy-free and meat-free. So I use a lot of lean protein like fish and egg whites, a lot of good carbs like oats, like sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, quinoa, brown rice, a lot of vegetables. Even with his sugar, I try to cut it down as much as I can, but I still do send him like fresh fruits, like, but we use like fruits low in sugar, like strawberries and berries and all that. And with the good fat, he have a sweet tooth, so I always mix for him like fresh almond sauce, where you actually, we blend the almonds in the blender just for like half an hour, and we add a bit of honey to it to give him the sweet flavor. And he eats about, with the protein shakes, around 7 meals a day, and he's still hungry. How can clean cuisine benefit diabetic people? These are like my major concern, because I'm insulin resistant myself. And I tried every medicine, I went to every doctor in Dubai, I was diagnosed with so many different things. I was always tired, I was always dizzy, I got in so many car accidents because of that and didn't know what was wrong with me till I was diagnosed with insulin resistance. Insulin resistant, diabetic people, diabetic type 2, all these people, the only thing that will solve their problem, except diabetes type 1, is their nutrition. The food has to be free of sugar, or even if it's sugar, it has to be a natural sugar, because this is what spikes their insulin, this is what makes them feel their way. So clean cuisine, we use 0 sugar, and this is like the most important thing for me, no sugar. And if we want to sweeten stuff, we use stevia, which is a natural sweetener, and it's proven everywhere, or xylitol, or I use raw honey. Still, raw honey is high in calories, but it's still natural sugar, or we use agave syrup. But I try as much as I can to stick to stevia. I don't use any processed wheat or processed bread or white pasta or any of that, because this is as well, it can spike your insulin. So we only use carbs that are perfectly to balance the insulin, which is sweet potatoes, quinoa, brown rice, all the carbs that are high in fiber, okay, and it's high in protein as well. And lean protein helps diabetics big time, because it helps reduce the starvation, and it doesn't make you hungry all the time. And it actually balances your insulin as well. And I use a lot of vegetables, green vegetables. I don't use any sweet vegetable. We don't use a lot of like carrot or pumpkin, any of those sweet stuff. We try to stick to broccoli, zucchini, asparagus, spinach, all these green vegetables that are very high in fiber, that is actually very good for you. These are like just a couple of dishes. This is even our salads, we don't use like a lot of green salad. Our salads actually have good carbs in it as well. It's just the decoration. This dish is called toasted with tuna. We don't use canned tuna, we use fresh tuna. No oil, nothing. It's just marinated with fresh herbs and lemon. And we toss it like with the sesame seeds. And we use here sweet potato, but everything is measured. So we use around, depending on my client's weight and weight goal, we use roughly between 120 to 150 grams of lean protein, 100 to 150 grams of carbs, like the sweet potato, and the rest is vegetables. As you see, there's no sauce in the salad. I always use the salads on the side. We have different kinds of sauces. One is made with avocado, one is made with tahini, which is sesame seeds, no oil, no salt. And I use one with the walnuts. I use another one with peanut butter, but fresh peanut butter. And we have another sauce like with fresh almonds. So everything is good fat, but we give it to you as an option on the side if you want to add the flavor. This one is the toasted with tenderloin beef. It's around 120 grams of tenderloin beef, 100 grams of regular potato, baked or boiled, and we use a lot of green vegetables with it. And normally the sauce that comes with the tenderloin beef, we use chimichurri sauce, which is a very famous Argentinian sauce, but instead of the olive oil, we use just a lot of herbs and lemon. And if you want the olive oil, we give it to you as an option as well. Here are some desserts, healthy desserts, gluten-free desserts, sugar-free desserts for people that need the sweet tooth, especially in Ramadan, because we added these in Ramadan menu, because some people always want something sweet after their iftar. This is called coconut bars. It's literally made of coconut, fresh coconut powder, and egg whites. That's it. And we use a bit of honey or stevia, depending if you're diabetic, we use stevia. If you're fine with honey, we use honey for it instead. This one is quinoa date bar, especially for the fasters. We use quinoa, dates, and walnuts, and it's sweetened with agave syrup. And for people that really need the sugar from natural stuff like fruit salad, we do use fruit salad, like all the fresh fruits, and we use on the side either honey or we give them fresh almond butter. But everything, again, is measured. And I change the amounts depending on my client's weight and what goal they want to achieve. Like somebody like Munir, he doesn't want to lose weight. I have another girls, they want to drop weight, depending on what the client wants. My message to everyone, life is too short, so live it in a healthy way. And remember that 80% of our healthy lifestyle goes back to nutrition. So always watch your nutrition. And if you're interested to know more about Clean Cuisine, visit us on our website, www.cleancuisine.com, or follow us on Instagram or Facebook, Clean Cuisine.